So we're here on Vancouver's downtown east side, where the situation, whether it's open drug use or violent crime, just continues to get worse. And every day,
possession of hard drugs, including heroin, cocaine and fentanyl, has been legalized in the city. To find out the impact of these new laws, I met up with Aaron Gunn, a filmmaker who has documented a rise in homelessness and crime in Canada in recent years.
Aaron, tell us a bit about what you do here.
What I do here? Well, I just came off filming two documentaries in the downtown east side of Vancouver, documenting the incredible increases in homelessness, kind of just general societal chaos, and the explosion of open drug use here on the streets of Vancouver and really on the streets of every major Canadian city.
What's going on in Vancouver then?
We've seen the street order explode. We've seen open drug use explode. Overdose deaths are up more than 1,000% in the past 10 years. Here in British Columbia, the province where Vancouver is, we saw more than 2,000 British Columbians die last year from overdoses alone. Every day in Vancouver, 4 people are randomly attacked.
These issues are impacting many cities around the world, San Francisco being one of them, Portland in the United States. What is it about Canada specifically that has caused this huge rise in homelessness and crime?
There's nowhere in the world, as far as I know, that has engaged in this level of permissiveness when it comes to these dangerous addictive substances like fentanyl and crystal meth. And I think there is the root of the problem. If you could snap your fingers and get rid of these drugs tomorrow, you would solve 80% of these problems.
You've got a son, grandson, and you've experienced the gender ideology being pushed on your child. Can you tell us what happened?
You know, my son goes to an alternative school within the Toronto District School Board, which focuses on the arts and social justice. In the last few years, the sexualization has become militarized. It has gone full, no pun intended, balls to the wall. They're full on aggressively ramming it down, no pun intended, everyone's throats. It's a Wednesday at around 6 p.m. I get an email that says, tomorrow is Gender Odyssey. Please bring your kids to school with the other opposite gender's clothing. We're going to have a fashion show. The teachers are going to dress in the opposite gender clothing. We're going to have a presentation for the kids. Again, we're talking kids from, grade 4, kids from the ages of 4 all the way up to 11, 12. And I was like, what? They ask me and send me emails and forms to sign when he's crossing the street to go to the, for a field walking trip. And yet they're going to start teaching my son about sexuality, other genders, and God knows what other aspects of sexuality they're going to bring into it without my permission, and that I'm supposed to send him to school with girls' clothing so that he can dress up as a girl and then have a fashion show with all this happening. I was like, no, that's not going to happen.